Why do you allow people to pigeonhole you when it comes to the Constitution, man? Why, if you would just trust the founding fathers or the founders, framers, whatever you want to call them, they were smarter. They had more knowledge, and I would argue divine assistance when they created the Constitution, our Constitution, and also when later when we had the Bill of Rights, excuse me, that they were smart enough to get the gist of every section of the Constitution down to a point to where people would not be able to define it, give it a finite definition. So when we're talking about the Second Amendment, excuse me, I think it's allergy season already again. When we're talking about the Second Amendment, people want to say, oh, it's not about this, it's not about hunting, it's not about this. Well, you're allowing the left to pigeonhole you, or what's the better word? Really, the whole point of our Constitution is to make us free people. That's really the foundation, the core belief. Okay, so that's all you have to remember. So when the gun lovers, when I'm a gun lover, but I'm not so much of a gun lover that I'm going to say the Second Amendment is only about protection, or I'm not going to allow myself to be. I'm not going to allow my definition of the Second Amendment to be defined by you, because I know what it's about. It's about freedom, and these people who sit and argue, and it's petty arguments about whether hunting is covered in the Second Amendment or not. You will have to remember that there is a comma after well-armed militia. The right of the people to keep and bear arms stands on its own, and it has nothing to do with being in a militia. Just think of it that way. It has nothing to do with anything. All it has to do with is the fact that you are a free person and you can own a firearm if you would like to. That's what it means. That was the intent. Okay? So I still get comments. I need to go back and just delete all stuff I've said in the past, because I'm making this little vlog because I keep getting these somewhere out there in the interweb space. I've got a comment somewhere that's talking about it that it does, that it is. I must have said something about it is about hunting, or it protects hunters, and I keep getting these comments about it. No, it does. No, it does. Blah 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 blah. Dang it, people! Just stop your freaking arguing about, and just remember that we are free people. We are born free. That is something that is innate in you when you are born. You don't need a constitution. It's great that we have one to protect us against people who want to infringe on us, but we don't need it. We shouldn't need it, because we're born free. Okay? The minute you're born, there's other humans who want to accost you, or whatever, take things from you, or require things of you, and that is what the Constitution tries to do. It tries to help you maintain your freedom. So stop your freaking arguments about what the Second Amendment covers. Jesus, just be glad you're alive. Be glad you live in a free country, and just, besides that, there's a lot more hunters out there than you people who think you're in militias, okay? There's a lot more hunters than there are tactical people, okay? So if you want to get in I'm just kidding. If you want to get in a ruckus, we'll give you a ruckus, okay? And that's a joke. But I'm just saying, there are a lot more free people in this world than are covered by your piece of paper. And I'm not downing the Constitution. I'm just saying you got to think outside as a human being that we all are on this earth, that we're created equal. It's just not people who were born in America who were created equal, okay? All people, all humans are created equal. So just because we have a piece of paper that says we are, and we have these certain rights, it doesn't really mean anything unless you live that way. Okay? So anyway, now I'm starting to ramble, and I have to go to work. I'm on my way to the job, so have a nice day.